Hello, students. As I told you yesterday, I said that I was going to be absent today, and here we are today, and I am indeed absent. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what you're going to do today, and I just wanted to remind you that we need to do our best to kind of be calm and just sort of handle things and just really behave to the best of our ability. But at the same time, let's take a look at the packet, not take a look at the packet, but take a look at the topic of what's going to come out to you. We're going to talk again about nonfiction text structure. If you if you remember, I told you that back when you did your NWEA in January, that people would get their overall score at the top, and 195 is not a great score. I get that, but you can see down below that there were other categories. I don't know if you remember that, but it was the second one, informational reading or informational text, they sometimes call it. Excuse me. That was kind of like the low area for a lot of students. And so back in January, when we realized that that was what was happening, we kind of decided we better focus on it a bit. And one area that I was teaching January, February, March, I kind of didn't go into it in April, was the idea of nonfiction text structure. And when you take a look at the packet that comes out to you today, you'll see that it is the nonfiction text structure packet for the month of May, which is our month. Let's remember that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 text structures that you really need to know for next week when you take the NWEA. We have descriptive or description texts, which just really describe something in detail. There are problem and solution texts that describe a problem and maybe ways to solve the problem, or a problem in the past and how it got solved. Sequence, which you probably remember was called chronological as well, where they put something sort of in a timeline order and they tell you about how something happened step by step in order. Compare and contrast, this one is the one that uses that Venn diagram where they talk about how things are similar or different, similar and different actually, right? And lastly, cause and effect, where they talk about an event in the past and they talk about what might have caused that event to happen. So what's going to happen today is the May nonfiction text structure packet will be passed out by the guest teacher, and you're going to get a chance to work on it. And it's really up to your guest teacher how they decide to do that. Whether you're allowed to listen to music while you do that, that would be great. Whether you're allowed to sort of just talk quietly while you work on it, that's up to them. But I think what we want to see is that most students should be able to work on it during class, finish it. I know you're thinking about Rikki Tikki Tavi, because that's what we were reading Monday, Tuesday. We'll come back to that Thursday. And here's the deal. If you do a good job today and the substitute teacher, guest teacher says on the note, because they leave me a note, that you did a great job, class was well behaved, there were no real issues, people weren't breaking rules and so forth, and class was calm, then maybe we can, if people don't finish, we can provide some time for this assignment. This assignment will be graded. It's not just something to do when I'm not there. It's something that we would have done Monday, approximately, of next week, probably. But anyway, if that's the case and you don't finish, we can take some extra time, make sure that people have time to finish it. If class can't behave correctly, well, that's a problem. But let's just hope that that doesn't happen, because then we might just have to say that we have some consequences that deal with that. But let's just do our best to be respectful, to keep class calm is the word that I always use, right? And to work on this, and I know that you guys can do a really good job. So the last sheet in that packet says bonus at the top. You basically don't have to do it. It's like a crossword puzzle or something, I think. And it's just something that's there if you finish the whole thing. Don't do it first, do it last. And you just want something else to do. It's not a big deal, it's just in there. Anyway, I hope you guys behave well. I'll be here Thursday, and we can continue from there. So have a great day, and I hope things go well.